At some point in the last few years, sitting down and doing one thing for more than 10 minutes became genuinely difficult. Difficult in a way it never used to be. You start something, and 3 minutes in, you're checking your phone for no reason. You sit down to work, and somehow end up watching a video about how orangutans are fed at the zoo. Here's what actually happened. Your brain runs on a chemical called dopamine. And before anyone says they already know this, let me make it clear that most of what people think they know about dopamine is absolute bullshit. Dopamine isn't the pleasure chemical, it's the anticipation chemical. It spikes not when you get something good, but when your brain thinks something good might be coming, like the notification sound. Who knows, you may have got your first job offer, and your phone is essentially a dopamine slot machine that you carry everywhere and check 69 times a day, which is a real number that should concern you slightly more than it does. The problem isn't that this feels good. The problem is that your brain is adaptive. Give it a constant stream of high-stimulation dopamine hits, and it responds by reducing its baseline sensitivity, meaning the normal world, reading, studying, working. It starts to feel genuinely unstimulating by comparison, not because those things got harder, because your brain recalibrated around whatever this is. This is called dopamine dysregulation, and it's not a personality trait, it's a measurable neurological shift that reverses when you change your inputs. So here's what's actually happening when you say you can't focus. You sit down to do something. Within no time, your brain scans the environment for something more stimulating than the thing in front of you, because that is literally its job. In a normal environment, the most rewarding thing available is the task. In a distraction-filled environment, the most rewarding thing available is always the phone or whatever. Your brain isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to. You are the one who gave it a terrible choice to make. And over time, your brain learns effort equals discomfort. Distraction equals reward. So eventually, even starting work feels mentally exhausting before you've done anything. This is also why your phone being nearby destroys focus more than people think. Even when it's turned off, part of your brain is still monitoring it in the background. And every time you switch between work, your brain leaves part of its attention behind. This is called attention residue. So, after hours of context switching, your brain feels exhausted, despite barely doing meaningful work. And eventually, constant stimulation changes your baseline completely. Silence feels uncomfortable. Boredom feels painful. You stop checking your phone because something is interesting. You check it because your brain forgot how to sit unstimulated for even a few minutes. So, what do? Fortunately, the answer is not to delete all your apps and become a marvelous monk and move to a monastery meditating 17 hours a day like a maniac. The single most effective thing is to make your distraction physically inconvenient during work. This sounds dramatic until you realize that the research on this is unusually clear. It's a mirror with an inbuilt example. Start with 5 minutes, not because 5 minutes is enough, but because the hardest part of focus is starting. Your brain resists the shift from easy stimulation to effort, but once you push through the first few minutes, the resistance usually fades, like your grades did the last time you planned your academic comeback. The goated tip no one gives you is to relearn how to be bored. Sit somewhere without doing anything. Every time you resist stimulation, you reset your brain's dopamine baseline a little, and getting stuff done starts feeling normal again, instead of feeling like integral calculus. The reason most people can't focus isn't a character flaw or a broken brain. It's just that they've been running their dopamine system on jet fuel for 3 years, and then wondering why regular gas feels slow. Lower the inputs. Your brain will do the rest. I'll leave it to you whether you want to subscribe or not, but liking my video will take it to many other people like you, and I hope I deserve one like for this effort. What video should I make next? Tell me in the comments.